Heroin.com.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Yeah, with how hard he just got in, he's lucky to be able to hold on to the ball. This team is extremely active on.
He's got a target for the touchdown.
I welcome you to the 1st and 10 Season 2 Super Bowl on EA's Madden NFL 25. I'm Ronn McCarrick. This is Arwen.com. You're watching Arwen TV. Actually, you know what? You might actually be at YouTube watching Arwen TV. You could be either place. I don't know. Whatever the case, this particular little bit of footage comes out of the vault. It was actually filmed, played, recorded, whatever you want to say, December 21st of 2013. The Atlanta Falcons are your host, Ronn McCarrick, quarterbacked by my online avatar, Ronn McCarrick, and the Houston Texans. There I am, right there, coming out of the locker room, getting ready to play the Super Bowl. Lifetime goal for that avatar there. The Houston Texans are a computer opponent. Little AI action going on there. In order to get to the Super Bowl, I had to come through my brother, who is the only other human player in this Madden 25 online quarterback-only franchise. Now, we say franchise because that's what the game calls it. I would call it more of a league since it's myself as the Falcons and my brother as the Packers. But league, franchise, whatever. We're both quarterbacks. There's just the two of us. And I had to go through him to get here. So while I fully expect to win this game, because the AI in Madden just hasn't improved much at all. But they seem pretty good at getting the interceptions, but as far as anticipating what's going to come next, I could run the same play 25 times and have it be successful 19 or 20 of those times. It's just not great. But we keep playing, and I don't know about him, but I can say for myself, I don't play this game to see whether or not I can beat the computer, the AI. I play it because I want to get better stats than he does. And really, that's the only reason to play this. But I had to come through him to get here because he's the Packers and I'm the Falcons, which means we're both in the NFC, which is something that we attempted to address after this game, but the success just wasn't there. This first quarter, I seem to be having some problems, and look at that. As soon as I say problems, I curse myself, throw a little interception. But they didn't score, so that's a good thing. But look at this. Down I go. Down, down, down. Maybe we should see a replay of that. Yeah, there we go. Super Bowl, huh? Oh, yeah, there I am. Boom! Down. One more time. Boom! Down. Just makes me mad. First quarter, and I haven't got a single point yet. Thrown one interception, taken a couple of sacks. This is just, oh, shit! Damn it. Okay, so I've thrown 2 interceptions in the first quarter. That's all right. It's 3-0. Hey, look, I got knocked down again. And this fella thinks he's playing basketball. That's the weirdest taunting I've ever seen. I've sacked you, so I'm going to pretend like I'm dribbling a ball through my legs. Really? Really? Anyway, so we're going to come out of the first quarter here, and I'm going to be down by 3 points, and there's just nothing I can do about this. I mean, I'm throwing 50% of my passes completions. unbelievable. Just not starting out good for me. So let's flip it around. We'll go to the other side of the field, see if things go better going the other way. I can't say that they will, but you never can tell. There we go. Go deep or go home. Deep again. Oh, but he doesn't quite get in there. Oh, well. Give myself a little pat on the back because we're moving the ball now and we're not giving it back to him. My brother and I had a little problem after this game where, well, let me just say, you may not realize it as we're watching it right now, but despite the fact that he was a rookie sensation, rookie of the year, highest quarterback rating, you name it. If there was an award to be had last season, Ronn McCarrick got it. The only thing he didn't do is make it to the Super Bowl. He made it all the way to the conference championship game where he was defeated by the Vikings, and that particular game is up at our own TV, but he didn't make it to the Super Bowl. My brother didn't make it to the Super Bowl. So in the rookie season, neither of us made it to the Super Bowl. This season, I had to go through him to get to the Super Bowl, and that felt pretty good. Last season, we each strangely got defeated in last-minute drives by the computer in the conference championship game for myself and the divisional championship game, I think it is, for him. So that was disappointing. Do you remember where I was going with this? Because I don't. But apparently we've put up some points here, and yeah, putting up more. Hoo-ah! But after this, we decided that it would be more interesting if we played each other in the Super Bowl, because, well, the conference championship game to get to the Super Bowl that definitely decides who's going to win the Super Bowl. The championship game decides the Super Bowl in that case, because neither one of us are really having any problems with the computer at all. Despite what happened last season, that was kind of a fluke. I don't think in the last however many seasons either of us have lost more than 3 games to the computer in any given season. And that was extraordinary. Generally, it's not considered a successful season unless we go undefeated. But that being the case, the computer not really putting up much of a fight, whoever wins the conference championship and then plays the AFC computer-controlled team is probably going to win the Super Bowl. And I'm winning 24-10, and that's a halftime score. So things are going all right, throwing some interceptions, throwing some incompletions. My numbers aren't where they normally at, but it's the Super Bowl, and I'm assuming that the avatar has a little case of the nerves, but he's also hopping around like a happy bunny, because he is. He's a happy, happy bunny. So my brother and I decided that one of us needed to go to the AFC. So at the end of this season, he applied to be traded. There's a spot in the menus where you can demand a trade. So he demanded a trade, but then he had some problems following through with that. He said he accepted a trade. I advanced the week. Trade didn't show up. I said, bro, it didn't show up. He says he goes back in. He accepts another trade. And I advanced the week. It doesn't show up. I said, dude, it didn't show up again. What are you doing wrong? Oh, I don't know. Let me go double check. He goes in. He accepts the trade again. It still doesn't go through. We go through this the entire off season. Well, we get to just before preseason, the week that advances it to the preseason, and I advance the week, and I get a notification. Doug McCarrick, that's my brother, has retired. So I talked to him and I said, dude, what did you do wrong that you're retired now? And the problem with retirement is you can't unretire. You can't Brett Favre this shit. Once you're done, you're done. You can't bring that character out of retirement. So he's got to come up with a new character. But of course, he doesn't believe that it will be fair if he has to start as a rookie and I've got 2 years of experience under my belt, because you get experience points. So when I say 2 years of experience, that's what I'm talking about. The fact that I started as a 82 or 83, whatever my stat started at, and now I'm like a 95 or a 96, which is a little bit ridiculous in 2 years, but whatever. Look at this performance. I'm just laying out touchdowns like I'm passing out candy at Halloween and just handing them off left and right, throwing that ball into the end zone. Now here's a problem. Why are the Texans on the Falcons side? That is definitely a glitch there, folks. The Texans, I don't care what quarter it is, the Texans should never be on the Atlanta Falcons side of the field. That's just a problem. Anyway, so my brother was forced to retire because apparently he doesn't know how to accept a trade. And as such, he didn't think it would be fair for me to not retire because he didn't want me to have the advantage of that experience. So he essentially forced me into retirement. So after 2 amazing seasons, Ronn McCarrick I, actually, because I came back as Ronn McCarrick as well, was forced into retirement. So what we're all wondering as we watch this amazing performance, 38-10, what could have been? Ronn McCarrick, what could he have done with 10 or 15, or heck, since you can do it, what if he had 30 years? I think you can do a 30-year franchise in Madden 25 now. So if I started at 21, 22 years old and went for 30 years, what do you think would happen to my stats if I was still trying to play this avatar at 51, 52 years old? That would be interesting. But I don't think, given as they come out with a new game every year, I don't think that's going to happen. We just playing 30 seasons in 12 months, we would have to get some serious playing time in. But so I had to retire, and as such, we're watching history here. What could have been the greatest quarterback in NFL history is going to wrap up his career after this game. This is his swan song. To defeat the Texans 52, well, technically, I know you're seeing an interception there and you're thinking it's over, but I'm coming back. It's going to be 58-10 when this thing is over. Shove me around all you want, but I'm kicking your ass. 58-10. And then I'm going to walk away into the sunset, and it will be over. So, what could he do? What could he have done with 10 or 15 years in the league? The records I would have set would have been phenomenal. I mean, I want to say this season I had probably 10,000 yards. Because all we do is pass. There's no running. There's no reason to run. You don't get experience points for running. Oh, shit, another interception. Maybe there won't be another score here. No, there's going to be another score. It's going to end up 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Which, 4 interceptions, I haven't thrown 4 interceptions all season. Well, in one game all season long. So the Super Bowl got a little case of the nerves, but with 1 second left, we fade back, we hit him, we get the final touchdown. Final score, 58-10 with 4 interceptions. With 4 interceptions in the Super Bowl, you shouldn't even win. And I came away with the blowout. So that tells you what the AI is like in this game. Dumping the Gatorade on the couch. Everybody's just going apeshit. Super Bowl is mine. I got a ring 2 seasons in. 2 seasons, and I've got my first ring, And I'm just walking away from it. I don't care what the contract pays. He's just done. And mainly that's my brother's fault. But that's fine, because I have a feeling that Ronn McCarrick is like John Smith, and that it's a fairly popular name, and we'll see another player named Ronn McCarrick. He'll be coming probably in season 3. You'll see another Ronn McCarrick on a different team. So that's what the Super Bowl looked like, folks. All you saw was my offense marching up and down the field. Here's your play of the game. I think that may have been the first touchdown. So the first touchdown that put me ahead 7-3 is the play of the game, which makes sense because things were going against us up until that point. Interceptions and sacks and everything else. It was just a messy game. But there's the trophy. Guess who doesn't get to hold the trophy up? Me. Despite the fact that it was 58-10, and I don't even know how many yards I put up, but there were a buttload of them. 59-10. 58-10? I don't know. I couldn't quite see that. Anyway, I don't get to be the MVP of the game. This clown does. The middle linebacker is the MVP of the game. Why is he the MVP of the game? I don't know, because he got an interception or something? Whatever. That Cadillac should be mine. And instead, it's a GMC. It's not even a Cadillac. He can have it. You know what? Take it. It's yours. But I don't get the MVP. He does. Let's look at the stats. Let's let the stats speak for themselves. I mean, there I am. Look at those stats. Look at these numbers. You're telling me that's not MVP numbers? You're kidding me. Anyway, that's the Super Bowl. I'm Ronn McCarrick. This is RON TV. You're either at YouTube or RON.com, and that's the Season 2 Super Bowl. That's all she wrote. Thanks for watching.